What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division 2 video. In today's video, I want to quickly give you guys an idea of how I currently mod my weapons, specifically assault rifles, in the game as of right now. Just keep in mind, guys, though, that this is like how I mod my weapons, and I tend to have potato aim sometimes, so not every single person is going to want to mod their weapons the exact same as me. And kind of as the game progresses and updates come out and weapons change and things, obviously the way that I mod my weapons and the more I become comfortable with specific weapons in terms of modding them will become a little bit differently. But as of right now, this is currently how I mod my weapons, and I also think I might turn this in like to a mini-series type of thing in terms of modding different weapons, whether or not for like accuracy or stability or critical hit damage or just raw damage output for the weapon. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys are new to the channel and you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions regarding anything you guys want to see, make sure you guys comment them down below. But without further ado, let's get right in the video. Alright, guys, so getting right into the video, I quickly want to give you guys my reasoning as to why I mod my weapons the way I do for assault rifles specifically. So quickly, I just want to get this out of the way in the video. I do play on console, so if you guys play on PC, this video I guess like might not really be helpful to you because it's a lot easier to shoot and just aim in general on PC with a mouse and keyboard compared to a controller on console. So obviously for this video specifically and for the assault rifle categories as of right now in the division, without any changes to any of the weapons, I specifically mod my weapons with mostly accuracy and stability mods, and you guys can probably obviously tell that just by the right side of the screen where you guys see that my stability is literally as high as it can go. Like, I can't get any higher than it is, and my accuracy is actually pretty decently high as well because I have a couple mods that increase accuracy. But obviously the only significant negative that you guys can probably see right now is the damage drop off. Pretty much like 50 or 60 yards in, you're obviously going to see your damage start dropping off quite a bit compared to modding it with a couple other muzzles or anything that you might want to do to increase the damage drop off to not go lower rather than going higher. But obviously I'll go down a little bit lower so you guys can see all of the mods that I have on my gun as of right now. Now, I just want you guys to see all these because a lot of people might think that I might lose like a lot of critical hit chance or a lot of, critical hit damage or something. But in terms of everything combined, I only lose 20% optimal range and I only lose 10% critical hit chance. And all of that, I'm getting 30 extra rounds for my gun, 20% accuracy, 50% stability, and then another 20% stability. So all in all, I'm gaining 35% stability and another 20% accuracy. And those are only the mods that I have unlocked as of right now. And they're probably going to add more in the game as it goes on. So right now, this helps my accuracy just in general a lot because, like I said, I play on console and I just straight up have potato aim sometimes. And I can't hit the broadside of the barn, so this helps me a ton in terms of getting consistent shots. And also, like, for my preference, for me at least personally, I feel like I get a lot more body shots if I'm going to be accurate, as well as headshots in general. If I have a gun that has a lot less recoil compared to speccing into specifically like all critical hit chance and headshot damage and having like really bad recoil and not being able to hit anything and just kind of hoping that you get lucky and maybe hit like a back-to-back headshot or get a couple crits back-to-back, in my personal opinion. I just like having the accuracy over a lot of pure raw damage, especially since I'm on console, and I don't really have a lot of ability to get headshots in a row with a gun that doesn't really have any accuracy at all. So my first attachment is going to be the sight, which is the T2 micro red dot sight. This is the one that gives me the 20% accuracy, which is probably the most helpful attachment out of like any of them on my weapon, to be honest with you guys. But obviously, the only downside to this is the minus 10% critical hit chance. Now, going through all the attachments that I have unlocked right now, if you guys are playing the game and you have like pretty much all the mods for all your weapons crafted or unlocked in general, there's not really a decent amount of attachments that really give you a positive that you can work with and a negative that you can pretty much accept. And this is really the only one that I've came to terms with to using, maybe other than the other red dot, the small red dot. That's really the only other one that I've used, but I've just came to the conclusion that the micro red dot sight is pretty much the one that works the best for most of my assault rifles as of right now. So next up is going to be the extended mag. Nothing really special about this. This is pretty much the same 5.56 magazine that literally everyone uses, which is the light extended 5.56 mag, which gives you 30 extra rounds, which is super helpful specifically for my weapon because, as you guys can see, it does have the extra talent on it. So I'm getting like a 74 round magazine, which is pretty damn good. And then obviously I can completely work with a minus 10% fire rate. You don't really even notice it, to be honest. Moving on to the Underbarrel rail attachments. Now this one's a little bit strange and funky to me because I've pretty much used all of these underbarrel attachments on all of my assault rifles, especially the M4, a ton, just pretty much getting an idea of what I can work with and which one I like the best. Now, obviously, I'm going to be using the angled grip mainly because it has the 15% stability, which gives me a lot more accuracy, even though one of the negatives are a negative 8% accuracy. Now, I tried using the laser pointer. That's what I used for the decent amount of time until I actually unlocked the angle grip. And it says it only adds 10% critical hit chance and minus 10% stability. But it's really strange and odd with the specific mod for this weapon. It just seems like it adds a ton of recoil and a ton of accuracy that's gone from the weapon, with it not even saying that it does that. So in terms of that, it's very strange to me on what that specific attachment does for this weapon. Like I said, you guys can do a little bit of research yourselves with specific weapons and specific mods. Like I said, I think there's like some secret to mods in this game where it does stuff that it doesn't really tell you that it does, whether or not it's a positive or negative. I don't know if I'm just crazy, but it definitely feels like it does that for some specific weapons and mods as well. And last but not least is going to be the muzzle. I'm using the Omega 556 rifle suppressor. It gives 20% stability, but it takes away 20% optimal range, which at the end of the day isn't really all that much of a big deal. Now, my focus behind this build and the way that I modded this was that I don't really feel like I have that many gunfights, whether or not it's PvP or PvE, that my gunfights are like over 100 yards or over 70 yards. My thinking always was that most of my gunfights are always going to be like medium to close range, and with this it doesn't really affect it all that much, and the stability is even going to be like double positive in terms of the way it's working and what it does for my build for me personally. And lastly, before we do end the video, I just want to give you guys a quick short clip of pretty much what the gun looks like with no mods on it compared to the weapon with all my mods on it, just giving you guys a quick idea of pretty much how the gun works and how it handles in terms of the accuracy, the recoil, the stability, and so you guys can get a pretty good idea of maybe how you guys want to mod your weapons. Well, guys, that is going to about do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys drop a like and a subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you guys have any questions regarding the build that I'm using right now, it's pretty much just like complete random in terms of gear, but for weapons sake, if you guys want to know what I use for any other specific weapon, I will be sure to reply to you guys with what I use on a specific weapon. And also, if you guys want to see me make another video in terms of modding my weapon for like pure critical hit chance and critical hit damage compared to just straight up accuracy and stability, I can do that as well. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.